And as far as I'm concerned, Craftsman can lick my hairy beanbag. Yes, CP the Tool Addict. Woo! Yeah, that's right. F you, Craftsman. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because this is going to be very salty. And when I mean very salty, I mean you get a pretzel, more salt than that. Salt Bay, more salt than that. Let's jump right into it, because we got actual facts out here today, boys. We got facts. Another YouTuber, I'll give you a guess who it was, is a little salty because he's a liar. And I'm going to go ahead and expose that. Jeff, you know who you are. First of all, I wanted to shout out again Tool ID, which I did mention in the video at 49 seconds on my other video for the article that he wrote. But my information didn't come directly just from him. It came from a couple other sources. First of all, somebody had, well, I already knew about it, but Nunzio on Instagram had sent me a message when we were discussing. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this beautiful facility that they built down there in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. We've got this huge facility, 450,000 square feet. Look at the parking lot; it's empty. I don't know when this was taken. I'm assuming there should be a lot more people there, but just a beautiful facility, which I guess somebody will get to use now, or Stanley may keep up to use it for something else. Who knows? The long story short is that I did have a conversation with somebody who was very knowledgeable, intelligent about the Craftsman industry, manufacturing, whatnot, and they said that there's most likely, in my opinion, what I kind of informed, that they had issues with machinery, and they tried a new process. That's right, they tried a new process. And that was a warm forging process, is what I come up with the conclusion. Now we'll have to get into that later about warm forging. Instead of using billet ingots to do the forging process, this is a new process. I think this has been used in other countries across the world, and it's a cheaper manufacturing process. In order for them to make these USA-made tools, that's what they did, was invest in these machines. It was poor management, the bean-counting, ball-washing bastards that literally couldn't put together a single iota of manufacturing greatness. They were trying a process that they had no idea what they were doing on. Now, I had heard that they were also having chroming issues and sending stuff out. Couldn't get the heat treats properly right, but you know, that's all speculation on my end, but I would say that I'm probably pretty close to being spot on what it is. Now, the bad part about this is because Craftsman is such a just heinous, or any corporate company is all about sweeping stuff under the rug, you'll never hear about this stuff until it comes time. It will come out, and I will say that this video will be here then to reiterate that, but it'll be probably a moot point at the time, because the time is current, so that's where we're at. Nonetheless, these people have lost their jobs. All these people have lost their jobs due to the fact that poor management was conceived. So nonetheless, what did Stanley actually, or what did Craftsman actually offer us? Let's talk about the tools for a minute. I mean, these screwdrivers are archaic. Nobody uses acetate handles. There's so many soft grips out there that they're 10 times better. And then we get into stuff like the raised panel wrenches. Oh my Lanta. These wrenches, or these tools right here, were the Craftsman professional brand. And that was the best that Craftsman has ever been with a USA manufacturer. These, however, raised panel wrenches are absolutely garbage. They were trash. They are absolutely the downfall of Craftsman tools, and 100%. Other than being nostalgic, for you guys that are sentimental, I have the Craftsman raised panel stuff, so calm down before you freak out in the comments. Like, take a chill pill. After using the Craftsman professional brand, these things were trash, and there were so many more wrenches that were better. Gear wrench came out, and they stomped these into the ground. And furthermore, the ratchets, absolute garbage. Now here's the imported in the USA in the difference in the deal. I don't know. Here's an anvil. Really, you can see that the USA one is pretty choppy. I'm not so sure that how it's even really that much better, but nonetheless, they're really similar. Nothing too crazy about them. But at the same resort here, these ratchets were absolutely useless. They would break no matter what. I cut my hands more than anything using these tools. They were junk. They were worse than Pittsburgh. In fact, I can honestly say I would use a Pittsburgh ratchet before I would use a USA Craftsman race panel ratchet. There was no strength behind them. They were made so cheaply and so poorly that people just loved the Craftsman name. And once other tool brands started coming into play, that's why Craftsman left. It wasn't because of Stanley Black & Decker. Everybody tries to blame it on Stanley Black & Decker because they're the last person with the football. That's like saying the kicker lost the game when they were down 7 points. It's not the same. Craftsman did this to themselves. They were mismanaging the company. They were not putting effort into making better tools, and they were living off a legacy that is now dead. And as far as I'm concerned, Craftsman can lick my hairy beanbag because I'm done with them. They couldn't make USA-made tools the good old-fashioned way by forging them, then why do I even need to waste my time with them? At the same sense, there's really nothing from Craftsman that really turns my... I mean, all they do is they're rebranding. Now, I will say the DeWalt name is still there, and there's as long as they still keep manufacturing some stuff here in the United States, I believe that's going to hold true, but Stanley is the #1 largest tool company. They will be fine. They've endeavored stuff like this before. I'm sure it's not going to be a deal. But once again, they are a giant corporate conglomerate. And we got to stop letting them people control us. And by doing that, we need to stop by hoping that they're going to come back, I guess. I was hopeful they were going to do it. Once again, I think if you watch my videos, you'll see that I actually said I think that Stanley Black & Decker is going to pull it off. Boy, was I wrong. Am I afraid to admit that I was wrong? Absolutely not. I'm not perfect. I'm a blue-collar guy. I speak my mind. I'm passionate about my job. And I have to make a living with these tools. And I want to get the best bang for my buck, but I also want to have pride in my tools. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.